Now, the next thing that happened, I never would have expected or any way predicted would happen. After I left the court area, well, I had like an hour and a half before I had to go back for the verdict. So I go over to the PX and decide that I'm going to get some lunch. So I go in, I get a couple of hot dogs. I said, screw them. I got a beer, bag of chips. I'm sitting down eating. Mel comes over. Hey, Fitzy, how's it going? You know, blah, blah, blah. You're almost through. I said, well, I wish I was almost through, but, you know, you're not going to believe this because I don't believe this, but, you know, they're trying to court-martial me. She goes, court-martial you for what? She says, oh. I said, well, you know, I mean, all this bullshit, you know, for the fucking quartermaster laundry and for, you know, the fight in the mess hall and claiming that I'm leaving the base all the time. I mean, this Lieutenant Arf he's really got it in for me, and he's really put together this case against me. So, I mean, I just don't know what's going to happen, but I have to be back. I mean, hopefully I can come back later and tell you what happened, but, you know, I just have to have my lunch and then go back over there. So as I'm talking to Mel, all of a sudden, here he comes. Oh, don't even tell me. The little bastard Snick. So Snick comes over and he goes, Chuckles, Private Fitzpatrick, I have to talk to you. It's very, very serious. So, I mean, I had never really seen Snick with this attitude. So Mel excuses herself. She goes back to work. Snick sits down and he goes, listen, you and I have a problem in common. I said, a problem in common? What? What the fuck did you start up now and you're fucking blaming me for? He goes, no. Please, I realize that I've been an asshole and I have a lot of explaining to do, but please, just bear with me, listen to me, because we have a common objective, and that is Lieutenant Arf. I said, what do you mean, your butt boy Arf? He goes, no, listen. I know I was throwing your stuff around. I've been working with Arf and trying to get stuff on you, and I've been spying and doing. I agree to all of that stuff. But things have reached a head with me that I think I have to talk to you about. He said, all right, first of all, something that you don't know, and that is that I have a severely handicapped son. My wife and I live on the base here with our severely handicapped son. He has doctors at the hospital who help him, and he's in a program there. So I can't afford to be transferred somewhere else. I've already gotten 2 Vietnam deferments, and, I don't know how long this is going to last. And, one thing about Arf is that he finds somebody's weakness, and then he does everything possible to use it against them. So, Arf is saying to me that if I don't cooperate and go along with his little schemes, that, he's going to have me sent somewhere. I don't know, Vietnam, Germany, who knows? But, I'd be away from my wife and my child. It would be absolutely horrible. So, I've been playing ball with him. And, maybe even more than that. Throwing your shit around and all of that, that wasn't right. He said, but this Arf, he's going to be going to Vietnam in 60 to 90 days. And he's determined that he's going to go over there and they're going to make him an Army intelligence officer. So I don't know whether this is a fucking delusion of his. I don't know whether this is, it seems like he's orchestrating this, that if he gets a couple of people in trouble, that this is his proof that he would be an excellent intelligence officer. He will come up with the smallest thing and make it into the biggest problem. So he's got these files that he has on almost everyone. The company commander doesn't know, but I'm probably going to talk to the company commander about this. I don't know. With me, a couple of weeks ago, he was rummaging through my desk and he found some Playboy magazines. Playboy magazines, big deal. And he confronts me and he goes, "Are you using these to masturbate?" I mean, am I using Playboy magazine to masturbate? I mean, what is his problem? I mean, and am I doing something that, the other 50,000 soldiers on this base aren't doing? I mean, I don't know what the problem is, but he's trying to make this in that I'm, that I'm some kind of a sex fiend because I'm hiding away this pornographic literature, which he calls pornographic literature, just Playboy and Penthouse magazines. And, but he's saying, that this is, against the code and against the procedures and standard operating procedure. And I mean, he builds these things up. Now, I'm trying to figure out how I can get some allies. I don't know. You seem to have some influence with all of these people, you and Pete and, I know I'm the last person who should be asking for your help, but I am. I'm asking for your help if we can work on this together, because I can tell you Arf is determined that you're going to be the star of his application to be this intelligence officer. He's going to bring you down. And, he wants you to get a dishonorable discharge. And I can tell you, if you have a dishonorable discharge, that'll follow you the rest of your life. You said you're going to be, you can't be a teacher. You're not going to be a lawyer. You're not going to be nothing with licensing. I mean, a dishonorable discharge is absolutely terrible. So you have to avoid that at all costs. So I just want you to know that from now on, I'm going to be on your side. I mean, I really didn't say anything. I mean, what could I say? This was like a complete reversal with this snick. I mean, come on. So I go, all right, thank you, whatever. So I finish my lunch. I go back over to this building that they're using for their little fucking fake trial. And, outside is Strawberry screaming at Arf. "You owe me the $20. Give me the $20. I know the $20. You got the $20. And Arf is going, "I already paid you $20. He goes, "Yeah, that was the $20 for coming here, but you owe me the $20 for the testifying." And, Arf is going, "Well, you didn't testify, and I don't need your testimony, so just get out of here." "No, I'm not getting out of here till you give me the $20, and I'll let you know." So they're arguing back and forth. So Strawberry so Arf gives him another $20, or her another $20, and she storms off. So Arf says to me, "You are going down. Whatever happens in there today, it's not the end of this, because you're going down. And I'm going to do everything in my power to see that you go down. Do you understand that?" I said, "Yeah, I fucking understand what you're saying and all, and all that you're doing, and you're just making up all these fucking charges against me." "Oh yeah? Well, I was talking to the major, and I think the major is going to give you an Article 15, and it's going to recommend that you start basic training over again. But that's not enough. That's not enough. I want you to do time, and I want you to be dishonorably discharged. That's what I want." I said, "Well, I certainly hope that's not going to happen." So we go back inside, we sit down, and the major convenes the sentencing portion of my trial. So it's all coming to a head.